Hello, deep space travelers. Thank you for traveling with me to the intergalactic today. We will explore the lunar mansion of Ashlesha Nakshatra and the full moon that's happening in this nakshatra February 5th at 1:27 p.m. Eastern Time. The lunar mansion of Ashlesha Nakshatra is 16 and 40 degrees and 30 degrees of Cancer in the Vedic Astrology. Ashlesha is the 9th nakshatra. So with this full moon being in Ashlesha Nakshatra is represented by the Nagas. So its symbol is that of a snake. And this nakshatra is a very complicated nakshatra, I would say. But I'd also say that it's very powerful. There's a lot of mystery behind it. Some people are actually scared of the power of Ashlesha Nakshatra, but I believe that the fear of it is something that has to do with some untold stories and some myths that are just not told the full entire story of the myth. And that's what we're here for. We are here to go deeper into the galactic and uncover these old ancient mythos so that we can create our own dynamic mythos and cosmology and archetypes that are going to sustain us in this coming age of golden light that's coming. This new earth where we get to be the creators, where we get to change and renew and redesign these codes. That's what they're there for. That's why we're here. You were born for this. So anyway, Ashlesha Nakshatra, it's about transformation. Just like I said, it is represented by a snake. It's represented by the Nagas. Now the Nagas were kind of magical snake beings, and there are two different types of Nagas. Some of them lived in the underworld. They have their own magic. So a lot of Ashlesha deals with transformation and purification. And when we break down the Nagas, the magical Nagas, and they're not just snakes, they're magical snakes. Some of them are flying snakes, and flying snakes turn into what? Dragons. So when you tap into this energy, you're not just tapping into snake energy, you're tapping into dragon energy. So we're talking about purification through fire here. Now with the tropical astrology, we are having a full moon in Leo. So you feel it here, where you feel the fire here, okay? But this is not just I shine and my ego is bright and drama like that. No, this is in between Cancer. It's got a little bit of feel of Cancer and a little bit of feel of Leo. Okay, so with this one here, it is a purifying fire of a dragon. So with this energy, you can tap into the ley lines, the dragon ley lines of the earth, and really tap into some power here. And that power has a lot to do with Tantra, actually. The Nagas, they live in luxury, they have a good time, okay? They're underground, but their world is a world of party and pleasure and rapture and feeling good and things like that. So Ashlesha also has this side of it too. So that's why I say that there is kind of a sexuality thing here going on here, or integration of sexual energies, like the Kundalini. It's Kundalini yoga. That is Ashlesha, where you are raising, and also Tantra, where you are raising your your sexual vibration through the chakras to ultimately open up your channel, your vessel, your temple, so that you can fly, your spirit can fly, and you can be a free sovereign spirit in this world. So this is the power of Ashlesha Nakshatra. So of course we're not going to tell you the whole story of Ashlesha Nakshatra, because if you knew the whole story of that, you might tap into, of course, the story of your own potential as an evolved human being, as an evolved spirit. So Ashlesha Nakshatra deals with liberation, soul liberation, sovereignty, things like that. So this full moon will bring that into the mix. So there's a tension here because there are some squares happening. There's a little tension here, and because of the already intensity of Ashlesha Nakshatra being one that transmutes, transcends, and is transcendental, one might feel this as either something that is liberating or something that is the liberator, or something, or you being liberated. Okay, it might feel like through the fire that liberation happens, and that fire could be anger, that fire could be passion itself, it could be rapture, it could be ecstasy. So some remedies for this nakshatra, and this can also kind of help you see or feel what I'm talking about, or maybe even embody it a little bit here, is dancing, meditating, definitely moving your body in some type of way, and moving your body intentionally, having sex, spiritual sex, okay? This is about intentional sex. Definitely people who are into doing sex magic, this would be a great time to do that. This is called the clinging star. So whatever you do, you could cling to it, meaning that it's good for making a bond with someone. However, make sure that bond is right, make sure it's the right fit, make sure it's in alignment, because you can make that bond and be very hard to break away from if that was, because that's just kind of like the way the energy is right now. Or you might find somebody, or a situation that you feel is very attractive to you, and you will have the fire and the energy to merge with that thing. I would say it'd be more healthy to go ahead and merge with something, but something that's healthy, like something that's creative, or dancing, moving your body, celebrating in that way. With intention. Very powerful moon for manifestation or femifestation here, because here you're really embodying that thing that you want. Ashlesha is like the rapture, it's like the Holy Spirit. It's feeling the vibration and the freedom of your spirit fully in your body. So it's not so much about doing something to take you out of your body. So that's why you have to be very careful not to mix too many elements with the rising of the Kundalini energy. So meaning like drugs and alcohol, to an extent, you have to be careful. Either don't do it at all, or you're only doing a little bit. Everything is in moderation, not doing anything like too crazy with this, like mushrooms, or you don't need it with this energy. It's already there. And the whole point is to really allow yourself to feel it without any of that extra stuff, and to feel what it's like to feel that pull of that moon and really merge and bond with that moon. Because right now, today is February 1st, and it's Imbolc. And so with Imbolc, the sun is growing stronger, and it is starting to grow the seeds that are underground, and things are starting to be renewed by this new sun that is coming in. Okay, so what is the moon doing now then? The moon is doing the same thing, but to the subconscious part of you. It's pulling and working on the subconscious mind. You're in deep winter time here in certain parts of the earth. So here it's really great time to work on your subconscious mind so that you will be actually more lucid and more awake. It's time to make those affirmations. That's what I mean by it's time to do the magic and the manifestation, realization. It's time to do all those things to get yourself prepared for the great blossoming that will happen a few months later. And it's going to be a good blossoming. It's going to be a magnificent spring. So you want to definitely start nurturing your roots, Ashlesha Nakshatra. Nurturing the roots with good mojo, with good feelings, good vibes, good intentions, the rapture. So make sure on the